This is the interior plumbing. We're in the primary bathroom, primary bedroom, suite, bathroom. And you get it a little quieter. Yeah. Everything that goes down is supposed to go down. Alright, this horn is closer to this wall, that drain, the center of it, than 15 inches. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right, hot's on the left, cold's on the right. It's all pretty much boring underneath here. The drain lines, if you look right here on that water supply valve, you'll see a silver plate behind that called an escutcheon plate. We do not have escutcheon plates on any of our drain lines. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Okay, this is our jacuzzi bathtub, and you can see that it's gotten quite dirty from operating it. I'll have to get me something to get that drain. I need some protection. This ceiling fan is too close to the shower. If it was to wobble and fall, it would go inside the shower with you. It's too close to the bathtub. I think 8 feet, you know, so if we go up and over, it may be technically close enough. I'm having some issues with it. I just heard the commode make a hissing noise, and that's making a dripping noise. So it's the primary bathroom, the flapper. That's an indication of a flapper. There we go. Primary commode flapper. It'll barely leak a little water, and then it'll have to come on and fill it back up. This is our jet tub, so all the jets are going. Got it. The fan is a little close, if you ask me. And right in here is the GFCI for it. It's faceless. It's supposed to be. That's the only way I can test it. And I did. Oh, I can test it again. Hey, let's see. Safe as can be. Just let that stuff. I think I would clean that. Doors working good, niches working good, showers working good, hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Move back in here. We'll reset. You have to have power on for it to reset? Is that what it is? It's interesting. Okay. I don't get it. Now there's something I kind of, this isn't plumbing. We're supposed to be doing plumbing and appliances. But all of these closets, these rods are loose. They didn't put those little screws in there to hold them. So what's likely to happen is when you're in a hurry and you're getting clothes, you're on your late to a meeting or something, and this thing pops out, and then you won't be able to, you know, it's not going to happen at a convenient time. It's not. This is a carbon monoxide alarm. Do you work? Okay. This is the only room with a carbon monoxide alarm in it. This room does not have a smoke alarm in it. This is a thermostat. No kidding, bud. But I just gotta say that a couple things. One, heat doesn't come on. The heat would not come on for the, I don't know why. This is not programmable, and it's not it's not a requirement that it's programmable. There is a programmable thermostat upstairs. This guy is not draining. Okay, well, let's just do that. Wet bar drain does not drain. Let's see if we got any signs of moisture underneath here while we're at it, since he's acting up, since we got a bad actor. Let's see how it all plays out, man. No, just boring. We do not have the drain discussion plate. Looks like it has acted up. That's why they put that nice board in there. Bifold doors on fireplaces, they're either open or closed. Alright? Not halfway like this. If it's halfway like this, the heat creates a plunger. As the heat is being drawn up as an auxiliary chimney, it drags the carbon monoxide out, puts you to sleep. Okay? This is the hearth. This is the hearth extension. A lot of people think this is the hearth, and it is. It's the hearth extension. This is the hearth, the firebox floor, and we got some pretty good cracks in it down there, so heads up on that. We've got a grate. It's a wood-burning fireplace, and that's how you close the damper. And you should always check the damper before you do a fire. If you do a fire, you should be able to see the handle on this one. But that grate is designed to hold a certain size wood, so you don't want to overstack your fireplace. Alright, if you overstack your fireplace, you're going to have some other problems. I don't know if this bifold glass door comes with it or not. We have a screen, so we've got that. So it'll be interesting to know. We've got a half bath over here. Lots of room around this commode. Everything's supposed to go down goes down. Bye, Timmy. The sink is fine. Got a little water in there. It's just kind of a dimple. Okay. Boring. Okay. Moving on along. When this kitchen was remodeled, okay, it was, I'll just go ahead and take you loose, take you home so I don't forget you. When this kitchen was remodeled, they put this nice splashback in here, but it's thick. And so now it's reached out past the wall. So we got these gaps right in there. See that? Got that gap. That compromises the fire blocking. They sell these things for about $3 a piece. They call it extender rings or spark suppressors. Construction people call them goof rings. For like $10 it could have been done right. They just like inset. I got a video link to Pretty Handy Girl, and she shows us how it's done. That's a good thing. It is. Not sure what's going on, but anyway, we got a flat cooktop. Now the only thing about this flat cooktop is we're going to get underneath there. First we're going to hit broil. We'll hit start. I've done bake. Come on. I've done the light. Hit start. So I'm thinking we're both on here. The only thing with this cooktop, it comes on fine and everything, is right in here you got a little bit of friction tape. The conduit didn't quite make it. It doesn't make the connection, so they just kind of taped up the spot there. It's not too impressive. Okay, we got a vent fan that vents out. I'm anxious to look at for a couple reasons. I'm anxious to look at the roof video. I'm looking for exhaust fluid vents for the laundry, and I'm darn sure I'm not going to find them. But I'm especially curious about this flue. I don't remember seeing that in the attic either. So I want to see what the roof covering looks like. I want to see what that video's like. So when we come along here, code says that the vent fan shouldn't be any closer to the cooktop than 24 inches. Now, the manufacturer, if it's UL listed, that's GE, UL listed, Their instructions supersede these instructions. They usually say like 40 or 45 inches from this corner to the cooktop. And that supersedes code, but I don't have the instructions with me. So I don't know. I just know that this is less than 24 inches. So that's, until. This is cloth tape. That's called spontaneous combustion. Alright, we don't want, you can seal that with a metallic tape. Don't paint it. That won't help. We got a fire blocking plate. It's interesting to see where this goes, but we're not supposed to have cloth tape there. We're not supposed to have cloth tape there. So, dishwasher's just a cranking along. Gets a little water here. Hang on, this is the best part of the inspection. The best part. These are called magic lights. I won the Dog and Pony Show. I won that at a inspector's meeting. I was the smartest kid in the room. These things are supposed to blink. If it just comes on, then it might heat it up, but it's supposed to blink. It's supposed to blink on and off like that. See, magic lights. Yahoo! There you go, man. Almost as romantic as a fireplace. You know how I know it works? This is hot, and it is, and it works. Ouch. Okay? So we're moving along. I like to move it around a little bit. Clothes dryer is 3-prong electric. I'm going to clean that every once in a while. It's not so dirty. But it's dirty. It's dirty enough to clean. I wouldn't start off with it that dirty. This is a clothes washer hookup. Looks like we got a little hot water drip going on here. Alright. And the handles are supposed to be labeled red and blue, not blue and blue. This is supposed to be GFCI protected. It's not. This is supposed to be GFCI protected. It's not. I heard another commode flapper. I think it's the upstairs commode. Okay, yeah, we got to go upstairs, don't we? Okay. So we got the cooktops too close. We got the microwave working. We got the tape. We got the electric wire that's a little loose underneath there. About to give it up. Our broiler's working. I was doing the bake. The convection feature is only for the upper oven. Cancel, cancel, cancel. There we go. Moving on along. This refrigerator has never made ice. Maybe it's turned off back there. Still hasn't made ice, so I'm going to turn it up again. By the way, nothing in this refrigerator. Dishwasher's still going. We got some rusty racks. Well, why don't we look at them? Okay. There we go. We can look at rusty racks. Got a brush. There's a little bit of rust on that one right there. A little bit of rust on that one right there. So we got some rust. Soap thing worked. Start, restart. Coming on along. It's a 1/2 horsepower garbage disposal. We got our stoppers and stuff. I haven't tried it yet. That doesn't sound too bad. Moving on along here, we got a 1/2 horsepower garbage disposal. This is our dishwasher loop. That's a pretty good loop. That's fine. Now our cable's underneath here. Okay, they're kind of loose. There's supposed to be a connector there. I don't know if I got the exposure just right for you, but I got a still image of it. We see here that this house was inspected in 2016. We see that this house was inspected in 2015. We see that this house was inspected and treated in 2014. This is me. We see that this was inspected in 1994. So inspected. Well, we got treated. And there's drill holes. We found drill holes. So we know that. Let's turn that off. I haven't tried these yet. But I know they, I guess they work. I bet they got that. So remember when I said it was $6 on the other side? That's $12 over here. They'll charge you more. They'll charge you more than that. They'll charge you sales tax. That's how they get you. So, this is called a foul line. F-O-U-L. That's where all the germs and the cooties and the bacterium and the virus is hide. You know, your realtor will tell you, says, just put a little bleach on it. And I guess that's right. Just put a little bleach on it. It's supposed to cascade down like this. And I've yet to have a client call me back and say, hey bud, thanks for catching that foul line. Good show. I might have. I wouldn't dissuade my client from seeking perfection, but I don't know if that's the hill that you want to die on, but if it is, I would never dissuade my client from seeking perfection. But I've also never known that been fixed. And if you get them to fix it for you, call me. I'd like to know. Okay, I went ahead and dug my flashlight out because I wanted to show you that how that wire's loose in there. So that's no good. Alright, and the floor's crushed here a little bit. They got this little black mat in here to kind of hide. It's kind of all messed up right there. See that? And then, we already talked about the drip loop. This is how they held your sink up. With sticks and screws, drywall screws. Oh, that's deck screws right there. Drywall screw, deck screw, 3 deck screws and 1 drywall screw. That's bound to hold it up. Especially since the screw's not long enough to go through that. That's interesting. It's interesting. That's how they hold the sink up. Is that how they do it? The manufacturer, I don't know. Manufacturers, what do they know? They think you should, the sink came with, and they think you should have clips underneath here that were fastened to the bottom of the sink. That's what they thought. That's what they know. What do they know? Moving on along. Coming upstairs. We're almost through at this end of the video. Although you're going to see a water heater video and a swimming pool video. Upstairs, this bathtub. The surface is just a little rough in here. Just a little rough. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. There's the button for it. This commode has insufficient anchorage. It kind of moves around a little bit. And this flapper leaks, and this is closer than 15 inches to the wall. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Boring. Boring. Here's an interesting note, because I love interesting notes. If a bathroom has an operable window, then a vent fan is not necessary. But we have one. And again, I'm not sure where it goes. But read your report. We do have an operable window. Just pull it. There we go. We can look out our operable window. We can see our rain gutter is all full of debris. You can see the rot on the side of the fireplace right there. We can see those things.